Good evening, everyone. We're here tonight to listen to Howie and Joe, the duo that's called Knock on Wood. So I hope you're ready to tap your feet because they're going to get you tapping. The other reason I'm up here is to let you know if you need to go to the ladies' room or the men's room. Library's open. They're asking that you please wear a mask if you have not been vaccinated. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is that the committee for trying to get the Conservation Preservation Act in gear for Lakeville is up at the table, way up there. So if you feel like chatting with the ladies during the music, when we have the break or whenever, they'll be up there for the whole 2 hours. All right? Now it's time for me to get off the stage and all of you to have fun.
All righty, well, good evening, everybody. We are called Knock on Wood. My name's Howie Newman. This is Joe Kessler here on the fiddle and mandolin and backup vocals. And we kind of... He's always tuning that thing, too, I know, but we like it in tune. And we kind of look like a folk duo, you know, but we don't do any folk music. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's just not what we do, you know. We do a lot of old rock and roll songs, and we might even do a few of my songs. This first song, it's very near and dear to my heart. It was recorded back in the 70s by a band called Pure Prairie League, and they were pretty hot stuff back then. And I had the honor and the privilege of opening for them one night at Smith College in Northampton, Mass, in front of 2,000 people. It was pretty amazing. And you know, I got to hang out with the band before the show, and we had dinner with the band. And when I walked out on the stage, there was a roadie, and he put out the flashlight, you know, so I wouldn't trip on anything. And it was kind of like rock and roll fantasy camp, you know. So I always think of that when I do this song. This is their big hit song. Why you think you belong to me. Never tried to make you think or let you see one thing for yourself. But now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Don't you think the time is right for us to find all the things we thought weren't proper could be right in time? And can you see which way we should turn, together or alone? I could never see what's right or what is wrong. It would take too long. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Now it's come to what you want, you've had your way. And all the things we thought before just faded in the gray. And can you see that I don't know if it's you or if it's me? If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Take a look at me and tell me, Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer, longer if I do. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. And I keep falling in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love with you. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I keep falling in and out of love with you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakeville.
Thank you. We've been together for, Joe and I have been together for 5 years. The Walk on Wood's been around for 7 years, you know. And, we used to actually close with that song, but now we open with it. So we've come a long way. We've come up with better songs to close with, I guess. But, and actually, a long time ago, probably like 10, 12 years ago, I used to play at the Something's Brewing Book Cafe, which was across the street there. I would play down there, usually by myself. Occasionally, I'd drag my son in to play flute with me, but with Lorraine, who ran the place, and it was a real fun place to play. I was sorry to hear that they had to close down, but anyway, moving right along. So we do a lot of old rock and roll songs. This one's from the 60s by the Kinks, and they came over. They were part of the British invasion, you know, after the Beatles made all their money. A lot of the British bands came over, and the Kinks were very unique sounding in that they were the first British band that came over to America that sounded British, you know. Ray Davies had that kind of nasal, Cockney quality to his voice. So I'll try to see if I can approximate that. But this is a song, I guess, about a day like today, a real nice day, nice sunny afternoon. Taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon. And I can't sell my yacht, he's taken everything I got, and all I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, 'cause I love to live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. My girlfriend's run off with my car and gone back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping at my ice cold beer, and all I've got this sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so happily, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon.
In the summertime in Lakeville, Massachusetts.
In the summertime, in the summertime. Whoa. save me from this sweet. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. Oh, they love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime on the South Coast, in the summertime. Put another chord in? Should I put in another chord?
That's a new chord.
Yeah, it is a new chord. Though.
It's probably not. Just try not to dance around too much.
You want to just keep going?
Yeah.
All right. I have a little minor technical issues here. That's okay. We're professionals. We know how to deal with this. Everything sound okay? Everybody can hear it wherever they are? Yes? Okay, good. We can hear it fine, but you know, we've already heard these songs many times. It doesn't matter if we hear it. And anyway, this kind of reminds me of the South Shore Music Circus. You know, I feel like the stage should be revolving or something, you know, because there's people all around here. It's
Howie, the stage is revolving.
It is revolving? Okay, it's very, very slowly, but anyway, this next, I'm going to do an original song because, you know, I think it's important to do original music for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Nobody else plays my songs, as far as I know. So if I don't do it, it's just not happening. And the second reason is kind of a philosophical one, is that if nobody ever did original music, there would be no music because somebody's got to write them, you know. So, but I think you'll find it fairly easy to listen to, and most of them are sort of on the humorous variety. This song is about relationships, so I was just wondering how many of you guys are either in a relationship now or have ever been in a relationship at any point in your life, real or imagined? Anybody? Oh, just a few. All right. Well, so the rest of you guys just kind of wandered in and hooked up inside. Anyway, I was at a wedding, 2-3 years ago, and they had a band playing a lot of old rock and roll songs. They did that Elton John classic, Your Song. And my wife leans over to me and she says, you know, when this song was popular, I was in summer camp, and everybody loved this song. Everybody was singing it. The kids were singing it. The counselors were singing it. And everybody loved it. And I thought to myself, maybe someday, somehow, some way, somebody would write a song about me. So the moral of this story is, be careful what you wish for. I love my woman with all my soul. She's smart and pretty, she got a heart of gold. She knows how to cook and dresses so fine. I'm so glad that she's all mine. No one's perfect, you know that's true. There's just one thing she can't do. She tries real hard but misses the mark. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and grinding, it gets on my nerves. Rocking and rolling with all her heart. My baby can't parallel park. We drove into town one Saturday morning. It was a beautiful day, sunny and warm. We do a little shopping, check out the sales, pick up some food and drop the mail. 1 hour parking, the street sign said. My baby just shrugged and shook her head. Just 1 hour, that's a disgrace. It takes almost that long to get into the space. But my baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and grinding, it gets on my nerves. Rocking and and rolling with all of her heart. My baby can't parallel park. Finished? Well, it's simple geometry, it's no big deal. You angle it in, then you turn on the wheel. Straighten it out, there you are. Lock the doors and get out of the car. But to her it's a mystery with nary a clue. It's just one thing she can't do. She's searching for something like Lewis and Clark. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and grinding, it gets on my nerves. Rocking and rolling with all of her heart. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. Okay, Ellen, you got 15 feet on either side. Just take your time now. I know you can do this. Can't parallel park. Thank you very much. The guitar still hanging in there? You can hear the guitar, right? Good. Everybody hear the guitar okay? All right, good. We're going to do a song by the Guess Who. That's not a rhetorical question. It's they were a band from Canada. They had a lot of big hits in the 70s, 60s, 70s. And I saw them a couple of times. The first time I saw them, I know I'm dating myself a little bit here, but it was at the Fillmore East, which closed in 1971. Burton Cummings, though, had that iconic voice, and did a lot. They had a lot of great songs. You all set here? On my way to Pennsylvania, I found myself some way. No time for you. And the roads are calling me. For you. Dead, 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 dead. No time for a summer friend. No time for the loving sun. Seasons change and so did I. You need not wonder why. You need not wonder why. No time left for you. No time left for you. No time left for you. On my way to no time left for you. I found myself some ways. Distant roads are calling me. For you. No time for a gentle rain. No time for my watch and chain. No time for revolving doors. No time for the killing floor. No time for the killing floor. There's no time left for you. No time left for you. time for a gentle, no time for a summer friend, no time for the love you send. Seasons change and so did I. You need not wonder why. You need not wonder why. There's no time left for you. No time left for you. 2, 3, 4. No time, no time, no time, no time. Got no time. Got no time. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go collect my harmonica.
We're doing the sound by the Beatles? We're doing the 64?
A gust of wind came by.
We're doing the Beatles thing?
All righty. You're going to edit this out of the tape, right? People are not going to see that. Okay. We're going to do a song by the Beatles. We talked about the Beatles before. And actually, this is the only song that has the word grandchildren in it that I know. And it's of particular significance to me because I found out a couple of months ago that my daughter's having her first child, so I'm going to be a grandfather in November. Well, she's having the kid, but I'll be around. I'll be helping out, so. But John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote this song a long time ago when they were in their 20s. It's on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. They were in their 20s and they were looking ahead to their golden years. And, 1, 2, 3. You ready?
I'm ready.
I thought he was like swatting a fly here, and I thought he was giving me some kind of crazy signal. Like we're changing the time on this from 4/4 to up.
No, protecting us from the
There we
beasts
go,
of
there we go, yeah.
the jungle.
Okay. All right. Here we go. You're going to edit this out too, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was over, losing my hair many years from now. Will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Or will you still need me? Or will you still feed me when I'm 64? You will be older too. And if you say the word, I could stay with you. I could be handy mending a fuse when your lights are gone. You can knit the sweater by the fireside. Sunday mornings go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me, or will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we could rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight if it's not too dear. We shall scrimp and save. Grandchildren on your knee, beer, a chalk, and a. Drop me a line stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, fill in a form, mine forevermore. Will you still need me, or will you still feed me when I'm 64? Thank you, thank you. That is a great album. That's actually, it was listed in Rolling Stone in 2012 as the greatest album of all time. But that was before my albums came out, so I don't think that, it's not a full sampling, is what I'm trying to say. So I was a sports writer for 18 years. I wrote for the Patriot Ledger and the Lowell Sun and the Boston Globe and covered the World Series a couple of times. And I've been a songwriter for a long time, so it was inevitable that the worlds were going to collide. And I wrote about a dozen baseball songs, and I'm going to do one in each set. I have a couple of baseball CDs out. And this is a song about Johnny Damon. Remember Johnny Damon from the 2004 World Series winning, curse-busting, crazy Red Sox? He was an amazing player. He could do a lot of things. He could run. He could hit. He could hit for power. He could field. He couldn't throw worth a darn, but he made a lot of contributions that year. He had a grand slam against the Yankees in the 7th game of the League Championship Series, and had a lot of big hits in the World Series as well. And following year, 2005, he batted .316. It was his all-time career high. And over the winter, he became a free agent. And he did the unthinkable, which was to sign a contract with the New York Yankees for a mere $12 million more. So I wrote a song about it, and people thought it was pretty amusing back then. And then after a few years, it got a little dated, so I stopped playing it. But now, it's retro, it's nostalgic, so it's making a comeback. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard. You smiled and you said thanks. We don't love you anymore, 'cause now you're with the Yanks. Perhaps they didn't tell you, perhaps you did not know. Left center field, 450 plus, ain't gonna make that throw.
That's mean.
There's lots more ground to cover, you're getting slower every year. And I bet by mid-July you'll wish that you were here. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard. You smiled and just said thanks. We don't love you anymore, but now you're with the Yanks. Now, George, you don't like losing, so you best be on your guard. 'Cause if you don't hit 300, life will never be so hard. And if you don't make the playoffs and win a couple of rounds, fans will cuss and swear at you and run you out of town. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard. You smiled and just said thanks. We don't love you anymore, but now you're with the Yanks. Hit it, boys. The album, feel free to sing along. Here we go. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? You're out of sight and out of mind. Don't think you'll be missed. We don't need you anymore, so we got Cocoa Crisp. All Ready, thank you. Coco Crisp, you may recall Coco Crisp was the guy who replaced Johnny Damon in center field for the Red Sox, but they had a plan. They had this hot shot in the minor leagues named Jacoby Ellsbury, and he became the center fielder before too long. So I actually rewrote the final chorus to reflect that bit of information, and then Ellsbury signed with the Yankees too, so I just said the heck with it. It went right back to the original. Okay. We're going to do a song by Dire Straits. We like to do a lot of different kinds of music, and we like their music quite a bit. And Joe is featured on this. He does a great job. This is a song about a jazz band in London. When I get rich and famous, I'm going to have like a middle-aged guy with a ponytail do all the tuning for me, but till then. Wait a minute. There we go, okay? Closer.
Close enough for
1, 2, 3, 4. You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, south of the river you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel alright when you hear that music ring. So you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming out of the rain to hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. Yeah, but the horns, they're blowing that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south in London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords, but it's strictly rhythm and doesn't want to make it cry or sing. Say an old guitar is all he can afford, and he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, you know, it's doing alright, but he can play the honky-tonk like anything. Saving it up for Friday night with the Sultans of swing. Well, there's a crowd of young boys, they're fooling around in the corner, drunk and dressed in the best brown baggies in the platform, so they don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. That ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans that play Creole.
Creole.
he steps right up to the microphone. He says at last, he said the time bell ring. Good night, now it's time to go home. Then he makes it fast with one more thing. We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing. That's Joe Kessler on the fiddle over there, doing all the hard work on that song. But I want to thank the Lakeville Arts Council for sponsoring the show today, and also for providing this wonderful tent, because it's not that hot now, but when I was setting it up, it was definitely when we were earlier in the evening, it was definitely a big help. So, give them a nice round of applause. They're running this concert series here during the summer, and it's really great. Come out here in a nice place and a lot of room to spread out and hear some great music and relax and chill out. You know, it's been a long time since a lot of us were able to hear live music, so it's a great thing, and we appreciate their participation in this summer concert series. We're going to slow things down a little bit because we got to pace ourselves. You know, we're not as young as we used to be, although nobody here is really, but.
Older than, I'm younger than that now.
Yeah, something like that. So this is a song by a band called Buffalo Springfield. They were pretty hot stuff in the 60s, early 70s. They were like the first super group, except nobody knew it at the time because all the people in the group that got famous after they left the group. But in that band you had Stephen Stills, Neil Young, Richie Fiore, who went to form Poco. Anybody here heard of Poco? Any Poco fans? All right, good. Good.
Nice.
I was a big Poco fan a long time ago.
More and more every show.
Yeah, I know he is. Richie Fiore formed Poco. Jim Messina was in that band. He went to Poco and also Loggins and Messina. And
I heard of them.
Heard of them. And so this is one of the songs they wrote in the late 60s. It was kind of a protest song. Became very popular right around the time of the Vietnam War. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's bad lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their mind, getting so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. but a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and a carrying sign. Mostly say hooray for our side. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your lives, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man comes, he's gonna take you away. You better stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I'm going to give Joe a little breather here because he's been like cranking out a storm here.
I feel pretty good about that last song too. So
Yeah.
I feel like I deserve a break.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to do, this is the moment that some of you people have been waiting for. I'm going to be doing the title track from my latest CD. The CD is called When You're Happy. And this song was inspired by a visit to a yoga retreat with my wife several years ago. A lot of relaxation, contemplation, meditation, yoga, vegetarian food, people saying the word wonderful every other sentence. And I was sitting by myself one afternoon, and I was contemplating deep, deep thoughts, channeling my inner soul, and I asked myself, I said, what am I doing here? No, actually, it's not true. I came to a realization that when you're in a marriage, it's compromise, it's sacrifice, it's doing things that you wouldn't ordinarily do. And that's what keeps the love alive and keeps things interesting. So I took notes the whole weekend, and I came home and wrote a song called When You're Happy, I'm Happy Too. And when we recorded it, we made it into a swing tune. So we had like clarinet and piano and drums and bass and backup singers and everything. And in order to give you the full jazz experience, I'm going to do the karaoke version of the song. And there's a little sing-along part in it for you. In the chorus, the first two times that I sing, you're happy, you sing, you're happy. It's very simple. So it's going to take me a couple of seconds here to get this set up. Okay, the chorus comes first, so be ready, okay? So here we go. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll gladly clean the attic and even eat tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. I'll express my feelings and I'll go to yoga I will go on nature hikes and I will move to Saratoga. I will watch a foreign film with English subtitles, even if it's 4 hours long. Because when you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll gladly clean the attic and even eat tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. I'll watch the Home and Garden Channel, I'll grin and bear it. I will buy a brand new suit, even though I'll never wear it. I'll eat at fancy restaurants, order food I can't pronounce, smile the whole evening through. This is the instrumental part of the song, and I don't have a whole lot to do here. If I could dance, I could do a little dance, but I can't, so I won't. But I'll tell you a little story. I actually sang this song, the karaoke version, at my daughter's wedding. I was like 2.5 years ago, you know. I was the father of the bride. It was the welcoming toast, and I thought this would be good advice for a young couple, you know. So that was like 2.5 years ago, and she is still talking to me, so everything's good. I'll do the laundry, I'll wash the dishes, I will eat whatever you cook, and I will say that it's delicious. When you're talking to me, I'll listen intently, even if the ball game is up. Because when you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll gladly clean the attic and even tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. One more time. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. It may seem condescending, but my love for you is never ending. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I'm happy too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself right now, this is just some cheap publicity stunt to promote this CD. Well, let me tell you something. You're right. You got me. So it's called When You're Happy, and it's on sale. It's priced to move. It's over at the merch table over there. I didn't put the CDs out because the prevailing northeast wind was blowing a little too hard, but it's a really nice album. I hope you'll check it out. Okay. I do occasionally write some serious songs, so.
Can we dedicate it to Joe and Diane?
Excuse me?
Can we dedicate it to Joe and Diane, my new friends?
Yes.
Right.
Actually, this is a new song. I just wrote this a little while ago, so I don't actually totally know it by heart. So, but it's a song I think we can all relate to because we're all in this together. It's all about surviving the pandemic. I hope I haven't jumped the gun on this, but
So far, so good.
so far so good. Yeah, there was a lot written and said about the college seniors and high school seniors last year didn't really get a chance to graduate, and because of the pandemic. And I sort of took this to a metaphorical level, because as a songwriter, you're allowed to do that. And I kind of looked at it as that we were all in this thing together. We were all in this class of 2020, and we kind of all graduated together. We did what we were supposed to do, and we got through this. Looks like it's almost over. So this is called the Class of 2020, and it was a difficult time. It was a lot of sickness and sadness and a lot of lies and nonsense too. But we stuck with it and got through it, and so here it is. We are all graduates, the class of 2020. We're the lucky ones who made it through. We are all survivors in the land of plenty. we outran the darkness and the doom. We salute the brave souls who helped us reach this moment. We will not forget the ones who cared, and we forever mourn the ones who didn't make it. The emptiness is something we all share. We are all graduates, the class of 2020. We're the lucky ones who made it through. We are all survivors in the land of plenty. We outran the darkness and the doom. We tuned out the noise from those who would divide us, stayed together though we were apart. And we prayed for the day when the madness would subside us. Till that day we all did our part. The brave souls who helped us reach this moment. We will not forget the ones who care, and we forever mourn the ones who didn't make it. The emptiness is something we all share. We are all graduates, the class of 2020. We're the lucky ones who made it through. We are all survivors in the land of plenty. We outran the darkness and the doom. We are all graduates, the class of 2020. We're the lucky ones who made it through.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do one more song and then take a short but very well-deserved break. So you can use the restroom, not all at once, please, but the restroom is open in the library. And the CDs are on sale. Joe's got some CDs as well of him, of bands that he's played in. We have our schedule out there. We have business cards. And or if you just want to come up and say hello, we're very friendly. So feel free. I'm very friendly, especially when I'm trying to sell a CD, you know, I'm really friendly. Anyway, we're going to do a song by Tom Petty, the late great Tom Petty. Any Petty fans out there? All right, well, all right. Well, we were going to do it anyway. I just thought I'd be polite and ask, you know. And
Turn the mains up a little bit.
what?
Turn the mains up.
Main up a little bit, okay. This is a good driving song, you know. If you're on a long trip, you got to play this song at least once or twice. Day, sun beat down, had the radio on, I was driving. Trees went by, me and Dale were singing, we'll run away. I was flying, running down a dream, never would come to me, working on a mystery, going where everything, running down a dream. Felt so good, like anything was possible. I hit cruise control, rubbed my eyes. Last 3 days, the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold, no sunshine. And I'm running down a dream, never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it takes. Running down a dream. sky grew dark, I put the pedal down, make some pie. Something good waiting down his throat. I'm thinking never is mine. And I'm running down the drain. Never will it come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it takes. Running down the drain. And I'm running down the drain. Never will it come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it takes. Running down the drain. Alrighty, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll be back with another set, and it's better than that one. So.
More announcements.
More announcements.
I know, they can't wait. I'll use your mic this time.
Please.
All right. Now I want to tell you about next week's concert. The final one for the summer is going to be Houston Bernard. He draws his musical inspiration from his family's country and rockabilly roots. And the final concert is going to be sponsored by the Lakeville Arts Council, and LakeCAM has also contributed. So, and I want to remind everybody about the festival, October 2nd, the Lakeville Arts and Music Festival. It'll be our 16th. Hopefully we'll see you all there, and it will be a nice day. And the last thing I want to remind you again, ladies' room if you need it, men's room in the library until 8 o'clock. Mask if you're not vaccinated. Those are the rules. So enjoy the rest of the show when they get back.
All right, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. We're Knock on Wood. My name's Howie Newman. I occasionally play down here. I do a lot of solo shows. I play some senior centers and library shows and stuff like that. And Joe Kessler on the fiddle and on the mandolin. And we're very happy to be here, I'll tell you. And it turned out to be a nice evening. So we thought we'd do a little audience participation here. You got to sing loud, though, because it's outside. But this is a song by the Everly Brothers, and it's the unlikely story of two teenagers. They go to a drive-in, they fall asleep, come back home in the wee hours, and it's like a huge scandal in town. Because this is 1957. There's no GPS. There's no cell phones. Nobody knows where these kids are. And you guys been to a drive-in recently? Drive-ins are making a comeback, you know. Last I heard, there were only 3 in Massachusetts, but I think a few of them more popped up during the pandemic. But it's different now than it used to be. In the old days, when you drive up next to this post, and it would have a speaker on it, and you clamp the speaker onto your window. Now we're much more sophisticated. They give you a radio frequency. You tune in on your car stereo and listen to it on that. Here's the song. I want you guys to sing on the ooh la la part, okay? It's not that difficult. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Both fell sound asleep. Wake up, little Susie, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble. Deep, wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. What are you gonna tell your mama? What are you gonna tell your papa? What are you gonna tell our friends when they say Wake up, little Susie. It's a little big place to touch. Well, I told your mama that you'd be home by 10. Well, now, Susie, baby, looks like we goofed again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Movie was so hot, didn't have much of a plot. Fell asleep, our goose is cooked, our reputation is shot. Wake up, little Susie, coming up. Wake up, little Susie, nice and loud. What are you gonna tell your mama?
I say,
What are you gonna tell your pop?
What are you gonna tell our friends when they say,
Wake up, little Susie, much better. Wake up, little Susie.
it's getting there.
Well, I told your mama that you'd be home by 10. When I Susie, baby, looking like we goofed again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Both fell sound asleep. Wake up, little Susie, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie.
All right, last time. What are you gonna tell your mama? Mama saying, what are you gonna tell your pop? What are you gonna tell our friends when they say,
Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie.
that's good.
Wake up, little Susie. Alrighty. Alrighty, that was good. You know, it's hard to do in a big spread out space, but the last time I think you guys nailed it, so that's good. All right, we're going to do a song by the Eagles. We love the Eagles. And actually, I was talking about Vince Gill before because he was in Pure Prairie League. He's with the Eagles now. I think he's touring with them this tour. So he sings a lot of the songs that Glenn Fry used to sing. Like this one, I think.
The late, great.
Late, yes. And Glenn Fry's son is in the band also. I saw them 2 or 3 years ago, so I assume they're doing the same thing.
Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh still with the band, and Timothy B. Schmidt's in the band. He's from Poco.
Oh, no way. I guess they did something right. Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through. Somebody's gonna come undone. There's nothing we can do. Everybody wants to touch somebody. If it takes all night, everybody wants to take a little chance and make it come out right. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Yes, I know. Some people like to stay out late, and some folks can't hold out that long. Nobody wants to go home now. There's too much going on. This night is gonna last forever, last all summer long. Sometime before the sun comes up, the radio is gonna play that song. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know.
Help us out, you know the song.
It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Lord, I know. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, the moon's shining bright, so turn out the light, we'll get it right. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. somebody's gonna hurt somebody before the night is through. Somebody's gonna come undone. Nothing we can do. Everybody wants to touch somebody. If it takes all night, everybody wants to take a little chance and make it come out right. Help us out. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. Let's go. Now we can beat around the bushes, we can get down to the bone. We could leave it in the parking lot, but either way there's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. Okay, break my heart now, here we go. Alrighty, thank you very much. Thank you. All right. This is a song I wrote, kind of a special song for me. It was a song I wrote about watching my children grow up. And I'm not sure a lot of you guys have kids, and it's a magical mystery tour. It's amazing. One day they're like this tall, and then the next thing you know, they're in college, and you can't quite figure out how that happened. And I remember this specific experience very vividly of the moment that inspired this song. I was sitting in the kitchen with my daughter when she was like 2 years old, and she was doing something totally adorable, which 2-year-olds are very good at. It's on their resume, I think. And I was thinking to myself, I got to find a way to capture this, bottle this, remember what this feels like. So many years later, after I'd watched them grow up, I wrote this song, and it brings back a lot of great memories. I'm looking at a 2-year-old, big blue eyes and curly hair, hoping that years from now I'll remember being there and just what it felt like. Now she's up there on the stage, dancing up a storm. Great big smiling hands that sing, who could ask for more? Where did the time go? Our kids aren't kids anymore. How'd they grow up so fast? I'm not really sure.
Next thing you know, they're walking out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore.
He was brash and he was loud, full of energy. He could run and he could jump and scamper up a tree. I still remember. Now he's tall and mellow, leader of the band. A child no longer, that's for sure. Almost a man, where did the time go? Our kids aren't kids anymore. How'd they grow up so fast? I'm not really sure.
Next thing you know, they're walking
out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore. 2, 3. She's all grown up and on her own, living far away. He's college bound and confident, has so much to say. Where did the time go? Each one is different, yet so much the same. They always seem to make us proud, each in their own way, and they still do. Our kids aren't kids anymore. How they grow up so fast, I'm not really sure. Next thing you know, they're walking out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore. Thank you. So that's on my new album, my latest album. And, we're going to crank it up a little bit here. Do a country rocker. This is a song by one of my favorite songwriters, singer-songwriters, Mary Chapin Carpenter. Any Chapin heads out there?
Nice.
Thank you.
More than the Poco heads.
Yeah, well, no, I think there were a fair amount of Poco people here, too. So.
I'm just saying more.
Is that because I have eclectic taste or
I'm just
something?
saying more than.
Well, whatever. This is from her, I think from her second album, going way, way back into the 80s, I think. So, which actually makes it one of the more recent covers that we do. It's all about a misplaced cowgirl. Real nice jacket, looks like it caused you too. And that car you're driving, hey, does that belong to you? Well, you don't look familiar, are you new in town? You're the local boy who wants to show you around. How do? Well, where'd you get that accent? It matches your cowboy boots. And like the Lone Star Boys, must be lonesome and oh so blue. 'Cause we're 1,000 miles from the Texas line. If you've no objection, girl, tonight's your mine. How do? I've been to Paris, I've been to Dallas too, but I didn't see no one there looking half as good as you. So if you ain't in a hurry, honey, just sit tight. I'm sort of in the mood to speak some French tonight. Et vous? Alrighty, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna do something from my. I only have 2 full-length albums out, and I'm gonna do one from the other one, which came out a while ago. And the premise of this song is that as you get older, your ability to stay out late and party diminishes exponentially. So if you're around my age, and I think some people around here are, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're just much younger than me, you can just point at me and make fun of me. I don't care. I can take it. And there's a little sing-along part at the end of this song. And you guys accounted for yourselves fairly well last time, so I think we'll give it a try.
Is participation 90% of the grade?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. The gang's all here, the night is young, it's time to shake one down. Let's stay out late, celebrate, and head on into town. We got a lot of money, and the cars are filled with gas. All the clubs are open late, but I think I'll have to pass. 'Cause it's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. My agent called with real good news, a steady gig at last. $200 plus dinner, everything cash. He said, I gotta warn you, this ain't no matinee. You don't go on till 10 p.m. Do you think that it's okay? Well, it's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. Well, I was feeling real good, but then I got a shock. I looked down at my watch and I said, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. It's Friday night, the time is right, the working week is done. Big game's on the tube, let's go and have some fun. We got a place to crash, we got a lot of beer. A 56-inch TV, but there's just one problem here.
Why, what is that, Howie? What would be the problem here?
It's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. Okay, here's the sing-along part. You guys up for this now? Okay, here we go. You just sing exactly what I sing immediately after I sing it. So it's very good for people with short attention spans. So for example, if I sing it's way past my bedtime, you sing it
Way past my bedtime.
You got to pay attention, because it's going to get increasingly more difficult as we go along. Okay, here we go. It's way past my bedtime.
Way past my bedtime.
It's way past my bedtime. I should be home by now.
I should be home by now.
I should be home. I should be home by now.
I should be home. I should be home by now.
It's way, way, way past my bedtime.
It's way, way, way past my bedtime.
Okay, we're going to bring it down now. Bring it way down. Because, you know, sometimes you're in a social situation we have to communicate this information in a very discreet and subtle manner. Like, for instance, you're at a party or a very, very boring folk music concert, and you want to get going. So you just kind of lean over to your better half, and you whisper very, very gently in her ear, his or her ear, just like this. I should be home by now.
I should be home by now.
I could be home by now.
I could be home by now.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Well, I'm singing this awful song.
I'm singing this awful song. Wait a second.
Where did I go wrong?
Took a left to.
Way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I am. Thank you very much. That's on my album. My album came out a few years ago. It's called Trust Me, You'll Like It. And I like it. I think a lot of people like it. All right, we're going to slow things down again a little bit. It's all about putting together a good set. It's all about tempo. You know, you kind of do it fast and slow and in the middle, and people don't get too attuned to one rhythm. Keep you on your toes. We played, what was it, 2 weeks ago? We played up in Lee, New Hampshire at Little River Park. So we had to do this song. We were contractually obligated to play this song because it was by the Little River Band. And you have to play the Little River Band at Little River Park. I mean, that was part of the deal.
We could have done an Emerson,
But this is-
Lakeville, and Palmer.
This is kind of a relaxing kind of song. It's all about being out on the ocean and kind of chilling out, you know. If there's one thing in my life that's missing, it's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. There's lots of those friendly people showing me ways to go, but I never want to lose their inspiration. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. Well, I was born in the sign of water, and it's there that I feel my best. The albatross and the whales, they are my brothers. It's kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. Well, I've never been romantic, sometimes I don't care. I know it may sound selfish, but let me breathe the air. one thing in my life that's missing. It's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. It's kind of a special feeling, out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. It's time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. We're going to do a song now by the King of Rock and Roll. I know a lot of you folks are probably thinking that I'm the King of Rock and Roll, but I am not. Who's the King of Rock and Roll? Yeah, Elvis Presley. So this is a song of his from 1956. And it was written by a guy named Otis Blackwell. And he really, really wanted Elvis to record this. So he went to Elvis. He said, if you record this, I will list you as a co-author of the song. So that's what happened. He released the song and sold lots of records. Everybody made lots of money and lived happily ever after.
Except for Elvis, who died young.
Except, well, he lived happily ever after, not as long as Otis Blackwell did, I guess. So, gonna give you my very best Elvis right now. You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. You can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad, something I might have said, please let's forget the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me, don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. Know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher, let us say I do. Then you know you'll have me, and I know I'll have you too. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Thank you. Yo. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, we're going to do another Dire Straits song because everybody loved that first one so much. But actually, during the pandemic, you know, I used to go out on these walks. I tried to get out of the house and walk every day, you know. And I would always kind of tell my wife, I'm going out. This is the walk of life, you know. So this is that's the name of this song. Got really nothing to do with this song, but I draw that association. It's about a kid who plays in the subway, which actually Joe used to do. You may have seen him in the subway hustling money.
Had a great time doing it. Made friends, got gigs.
Talk about people with short attention spans, too. I mean, you know. Well, actually, if they're waiting for the subway, you might get a couple of minutes in, right?
It's great. I only knew a few songs, but they'd leave and I'd do them again.
Yeah, there you go. Come Johnny singing old days, gold days, bebop-a-loola, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion, oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning all the nighttime into the day. He do the song about the sweet loving woman. He do the song about the knife. He do the walk. He do the walk of life. He do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny, gonna tell you a story. Hammer down my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning all the nighttime into the day. He do the song about the sweet loving woman. He do the song about the knife. He do the walk. He do the walk of life. He do the walk of life. Come Johnny singing old days, gold days, bebop-a-loola, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion, oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning all the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and double talk, it's just a song about the trouble and strife. You do the walk. You do the walk of life. You do the walk of life. Righty, thank you very much. Alrighty, I'm gonna give Joe another breather. He's been working up a storm here. I'm gonna do another one of my baseball songs because I'm a baseball nut, and you know everyone's excited about the Red Sox, right? I mean, they got the best record in the American League.
Verdugo went deep last night.
They win games in amazing ways. The other day they were getting no hit for 7 innings, and they got 5 runs in 1 inning. That's pretty amazing. But this is a song I wrote. It's a celebration of the 2004 Red Sox, and I think even if you weren't a baseball fan in 2004, you had to recognize that something very unusual and very special was going on. You know, the Red Sox won the World Series. They broke the 86-year-old curse of the Bambino, and I thought it was worthy of a song. So I sat down to write this song, and this classic rock tune just kept dancing around in my head every time I tried to write the song. So after a few times, I realized that this is an omen. It's a message from God. So I took that song and I changed all the words. I came up with a new song called "It's the End of the Curse," and we know it, and I feel fine. And we put it on my second baseball album, and a lot of loud guitars. You know, I had to do similar to the original. So we're going to do the karaoke version, and feel free to sing along. Give me a second to set it up. Great, it starts with a 2-out walk, then a steal off New York face. Robert stood at second base. Sox were down 3-9, everybody said they're John Miller up the middle. In game, the time run off the hand, wooden band, the Yankees never scored again. No panic, Coast County fellas get really mad at that. Back, the ball went way back into the night. In a New York minute, Sox are back in, getting down their neck. 14th inning, more winning, extra spinning, orange teams get it one more time. Next night, the extra fight, bloody Sox and shot, big shield shut down, bell horned out, all tied, what a ride, keep it going one more night. Hayward tried stopping, but the umps were napping, and we're feeling pretty sight. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. Everything on the line, they beat to 29, and wham, bam, 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 Sox, you see it, blue, drop, run, everyone, hey, hey, bump, that just wouldn't go away. Belichick, Nixon, Wakefield, Simmons, Loki's, Guerrero, Embry, and Law, Bronson, Royal, Revere, and Pedro never gave it up. Got them where they are, mighty good, mighty fine. It was the greatest comeback of all time. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. I feel fine. Get your hands up now, come on. You gotta get the hands. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. And I feel fine. Midwest big gas cards had no chance. 4 straight, no 4. Pope came and shut the door. There is low 3-0. Many get the trophy home. No more screaming. 1918, the bats were blazing. Pitching was amazing. What else can you say? It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. Oh, Joe. You want to try to squeeze in 2, or you want to do 1? 2. All right, we're going to try to squeeze in 2 songs here. Want to do Jambalaya?
Sure.
All right. we will give you the full 2-hour show. But we want to thank you all for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. And we'll do this without the harmonica.
Okay.
Thanks to the Lakeville Arts Council for sponsoring and for providing this tent, which is very nice. It's got lights in here, too, so we can see what we're doing. This is an old Hank Williams tune.
There aren't any new Hank Williams.
What?
There aren't any new Hank Williams.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, Joe. You gotta go, me oh my oh. You gotta go pull the pirogue down the bayou. My Yvonne, the sweetest one, oh me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo.
Come on, Lakeville, help us out.
For tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Big guitar, fill food jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Fontano, Thibodeau, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see Yvonne by the dozen. Dress in style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Big guitar, fill fruit jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Let's have some fun. Settle down far from town, get me a pirogue, and I'll catch all of the fish in the bayou. Swap my moan to get Yvonne or what you need, oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya and crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my share of me, oh. Big guitar, fill fruit jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. One more time, Joe. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Big guitar, fill fruit jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Big guitar, fill fruit jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Alrighty, thank you very much. So we're Knock on Wood. We're Knock on Wood. We have business cards and schedule cards up there, CDs and everything else. My name's Howie Newman. This is Joe Kessler. Give him a round of applause. He did a great job, as he always does.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Amazing. The best part of playing with Joe is that he never plays the same thing twice. So every show is a totally new experience for everybody involved. And we want to thank you, most of all, thank you people for coming. And we read a lot about Lakeville. It's one of the most rockin' towns in the entire Northeast Corridor. Really is. So we want to dedicate this next song to you, the rockin' people of Lakeview. And I'm glad to be back. I haven't been here in a long time, but hope to make it a regular thing maybe, you know? Well, my baby and me went out late Saturday night. I had the half-ball time, my baby looked so right. pick you up at 10, gotta have you home at 2. Mama don't know what I catched off you, but that's alright, 'cause we're looking as cool as we be. Found a little place that really didn't look half bad. Had a whiskey on the rocks and a change of $1 for the jukebox. I put the cold rock in that can, but all they played was Disco Man. Come on, baby, let's get out of here right away. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make it scream and shout.
What are we gonna do?
Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock it till we pop, gonna rock it till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Well, we're having a ball just bobbing on a big dance floor. There's a real square cat who lives in 1974. Well, he looked at me once and he looked at me twice. Look at me again, there's gonna be a fight. We're gonna rock this town, rip this place apart.
Come on, Lakeville.
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make it scream and shout.
Hey, hey.
Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock it till we pop. We're gonna rock it till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. One more time, Joe. You know, I actually heard you do that solo a little bit better, so I'm going to give you one more chance to outdo yourself, okay? Give him some room here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't you feel better now?
Thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
Come on, Lakeville, help us out. Yeah,
We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout.
What are we gonna do?
Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock it till we pop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.